Okay, I have 8.5 miles of race pace to do today. It's going to start out with 2 miles of warm-up and then 2 miles at 8:47, half a mile jog, 2 miles at 8:47, and then 2 miles of cool down. Not looking forward to it. Doing it by myself. Starting a little later than usual, but it's really cool outside, so that'll be nice. Still pretty stinking exhausted from everything that's been going on. We wrapped up our week of Sukkot and we had a Sabbath rest yesterday, which was really nice. Watched our grandbabies all day. Super nice, but not much resting going on. Gonna take my warm-up and cool downs and slow paces really slow this morning. My heart rate was already high before I even started. Normally, resting heart rate is somewhere in the high 40s, low 50s. It was like 70 something when I got up this morning, so that shows that I am not recovered. I guess pretty much the last full month, my training, nutrition, my sleep, hydration has all been, and stress levels have been pretty much off the charts. So that would explain that, and that's fine. If I have to make it just a recovery run, I will. I'll see what a couple race pace miles feel like and then go from there. Got my first race pace mile done, 8:39, hanging on for dear life. I'm into another one right now, but not quite meeting the paces yet, so I gotta speed it up. All right, got my 2 race paces done, 8:39 and 8:42. Those are probably the slowest I've ever completed them. But man, hanging on by the skin of my teeth. What is it? By the hair on my chinny chin chin. Whew. All right, I'm gonna take a slow jog for a bit, recover, and then on to 2 more miles, race pace. Man, what a beautiful day. God is good. The birds are singing. There's a cool fall breeze. It's like a perfect fall sunshine today. Slow pace is fun. I hit my 2 race paces so far. We'll see what I do next, but what an amazing day. All right, almost time to head into my next race pace and put my earbuds in. See if maybe a little music can help me out a bit. Okay. Miles 7 and 8 race pace. 7 was an 8:39 and 8 was an 8:34. Sorry, those are miles 6 and 7. Now I have a mile and a half cool down. Whew, hanging on. Barely made it. Okay, 8.5 miles done. Let me save it on my watch. Save. Otherwise it doesn't count, right? Man, other than the day I came back from Mexico and did that race pace with still having E. coli, this was the hardest one I've done. But it was also longer with 4 miles of race pace in there. Whew. It's days like this that make me feel like I don't think I can do this. Kind of discouraging, but then I gotta remind myself that if it were anyone else that did that and they were feeling discouraged, I would say, hey, that should actually be encouraging to you because you did it even though you were so tired and not feeling it, and all the strikes you have against you right now, everything you're trying to juggle in life, you're doing great. You're probably gonna beat your goal, but it's kind of hard to say that to yourself, but I'm just gonna tell myself that today. Also, I think we start mixing in some race pace on the next long run. I think Sunday is 15.5 with like 3 or 4 miles of race pace in there. Oh boy. All right, off to get some brekkie. Okay, had to skip this run again yesterday because it was a Sabbath. So I moved it to over here, and instead of doing the 4.5 mile recovery run, I did the 8.5 mile race pace. So that would be crossing run 67 off the calendar. Woo!